All right, good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Empowering Morning Conversations. And as we step into another nice Sunday, I wish that it becomes a wonderful, relaxing, meaningful Sunday for all of you. Now, as I keep saying to you, and I will keep saying to you, you are a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being, and you deserve to be loved and respected for who you are. And keep working to start believing that you are. So there's a lot of work you might want to do so that you can start believing that you're a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being. See, sometimes the world can see you for what you are, but you may not. Now, the problem is you will treat yourself the way you see yourself. Let me repeat that. The way you treat yourself, the way you see yourself is the way you will treat yourself. And the way you treat yourself is the way you will treat others. And the way you treat others is the way they'll treat you. So it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Problem with human beings seems to be that they are so much aware of their weaknesses. They are so much aware of what's missing and what's wrong with them that they very rarely get to see what's great about them. Because whether you like it or not, you are a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being. And you deserve to be loved and respected for who you are. So before the world starts believing it, we have to start believing it. So what energy, space, and consciousness can you be that would allow you to believe that you're a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being? And anything that comes in the way of that times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, then right and wrong, good and bad, poor and poor, night shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness can you be that would allow you to believe that you are a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being? And anything times a godzillion that comes in the way of that, would you destroy and uncreate it all? Yes. Right and wrong, good and bad, poor and poor, nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. And when you start working, so if you remember the formula that I've introduced to you, formula says capital P is equal to small p minus I. Capital T means the performance required to do anything. Small p means the potential that you have. And I is the interferer that does not allow you to operate at your full potential. So if you want to start believing that you are a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being, you will have to keep working to remove the interferers that prevent you from believing who you truly are. So every morning when we come here, we are giving you some tools to remove your interferers, right? And when you do that, then you can have a life of ease, joy, and glory. You can be powerful, effective, and start believing in yourself. Unfortunately, sometimes circumstances make you lose sight of who you really are. So today, it's my great pleasure to welcome a dear friend of mine who is going to talk to you on something which will help you to start believing that you are a wonderful, magnificent, and an extraordinary human being. So over to my dear friend, Mr. Rama. So everybody has to do namaskar and welcome properly. If Ram is coming in front of you, you have to touch his feet also. Dandavat pranam. Thank you very much, Ram. So over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. So today, as sir explained, let's explore on the strength-based or weakness-based. what is that our focus? So that's the more in the spirit of EMC. So we will have a conversation on that. So that's the idea today. So my question is, the first question is, why are we all coming here to EMC? What attracted us to come on a day-to-day basis? Why are you here?
The energetic Deepak says the speech is attracting us.
Yes.
Energetic speech. That's
Yes.
what it is.
Yes, the energy. Yes, definitely the energy and the aura and the approach of Sukhdeep sir. Definitely, yes. Yes, sir. Reddy Garu, please go on.
Daily make me to live in the present moment.
Yes, to be in the present moment. So you get that kind of presence here. Yes. Yes, Shakti.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. For me, I have learned a lot of tools and techniques, but this is the place, a quick reminder for me to be use the tools, right tools at the right time. Also, it gives me start my day in creation mode.
Right. So you learn tools and techniques and move away from the default mode to creation mode. Yeah, right. Thank you. Yes, Abu Bakr.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Thank you so much. While coming here in busiest world, I am spending time for me, I feel. And also I can read my inner Abu Bakr, what I am, where I am. So this all some energy I'm getting from this year, from EMC. That's why I'm always attending this session. Thank you.
Great, great. So one is the energy, the other one is this is the time to reflect on or spend time on ourselves. So
Yes.
always our time is spent on others. So this is the precious time which we can spend on ourselves. Yeah, very well put, Abu Bakr. Thank you. Yes, Vetri.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Sir, beautifully started question with when are you going to believe that you are a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being? I perceive in such a way that attending EMC is a sign of that we started to believe. It's a sign of belief that we are into this process. And
Yes.
we are all very sure that we will reach there. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Yes, thank you, Vetri. Like Sukhdeep sir always affirms that each one of us are wonderful, magnificent, and extraordinary people who deserve love and respect as we are. So we are all here to really realize that actual potential. Thank you, Vetri. Yes, Venkatesh ji.
Actually, it sets my alarm clock like the start of the day. Like otherwise, being retired and all, we don't have certain purpose like getting up or doing. And it's a group of good thinkers. Like all of us think differently and on the same subject here and exchange our views. And it's a best way to start the morning, like meeting you people all. So it is more like meeting all people here that sets my day. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. So if you really listen to every one of you, we are all coming here because there is something positive, something attractive, something strong, something good we see in other people and us as well. But in real life, what are we doing? Let's say, in your work or in your personal environment, what's your focus? Are you more focused on either you or your team, whether the team is being your professional team or your family team? Where is your focus? Are we, because if you really look at it, traditionally we are exposed or taught to look at your weakness and improve on that. Right? Is it not something we do in the office as well as in the house and in personal life and work life?
Sir, I focus on my business most of the time.
Right.
I apply same in both personal life and business life. I don't discriminate it. Whatever I learn, and I try to put into use in both ways. If I'm using some tool about focusing and whatever it is, I do for both in my family life or both in my business.
That's great. That's how it should be. Even though we have the artificial distinction between work and life, in reality, I think these are all connected and it is one. So the question is, what is our default mode or typical way of treating the people or treating ourselves in terms of weakness and strength? Where is our focus?
Our focus is always on survival.
Right. Yeah.
Because at the moment, whatever the situation comes, we'll try to survive as a human being. This
Right.
is natural.
Right. So why are we coming to EMC? Are we coming here for the survival purpose?
No, that's what I'm saying. We are learning the tools and trying to apply. That's what I said, living at the moment. Once you know that what you believe, what you judge is not, that is only the point of view, then definitely, at least you are conscious enough not to react or resist. That's all.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Reddy Garu. Yes, Kunanji, after that, Malika ma'am and Shanti ma'am.
Yeah, very good morning, sir.
Good
Thank
morning.
you so much. Normally, what I have learned from my corporate experience is that our habit is to look into weaknesses and a strength and work more on weaknesses to improve it while we ignore our strength. But having discussion with Sukhdeepak sir and attending EMC and all, I have started realizing that we must focus on our strength and further build on their strength so that we become more stronger. Normally, I do with my team within my company. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Kunanji. Yes, that's the default mode. We are all into the society, into the work environment, into the family that look at the weakness and put a lot of effort in improving it. Right. So, yeah, that's the right observation. Yes. Thank you, Kunanji. Yes, Malika.
My understanding, that is while I come for Deepak's session, usually I used to analyze my strength and weakness, but I learned how to apply strength to overcome my weakness. That's what is my understanding and my learnings. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Great. That's really good. Yes, Shanti ma'am.
Good morning. Actually, whenever we meet people, we just want to critically judge them. We are not appreciating the strength because we ourselves are looking at our own weaknesses. So we are searching for the same kind of weaknesses in other people. We want to critically judge them. We don't want to appreciate their strength because we are not appreciating our own strength. So this is the default mode, finding fault, always finding fault with ourselves or finding fault with the other people. Instead, if we look at our strength and look at the same thing from other people and appreciate the strength, we can easily get into the creative mood.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, you really put it very well, the way the state of affairs are. Thank you, Shanti. Yes, Nitij.
I just wanted to leave a request. Hasina ji is trying to log in. She's having difficulties. So in case the entry is locked, please allow her. She's attempting 3-4 times to enter the session.
Vetri, could you
No,
please make an exception.
no, she must be trying the today's.
Yeah, I've told her about the passcode and she's attempting because for me also it took about 3-4 attempts with the passcode to be able to get in. So there is a little bit of a glitch. So she's attempting. Just my request to allow her to enter the session. Thank you.
For me also it asked password, but it worked in the first attempt itself. She has to put that password.
Which is not required. She can try the old link.
Yeah, that is also fine.
Okay, so can Nitiji, could you send the old link? Let her use that.
I'll put the new link, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, as I think most of us are aware that our focus by default goes into finding the weakness and improving on that, whether it is ourselves or others, right? So in reality, what does it help? Putting a lot of effort in improving the area of weakness, or focusing on strength and utilizing that to the advantage. So what's your real experience? See, theoretically, we may understand because we are all coming here. We are listening to Sir and no other great people here. Theoretically, we may understand, but practically what's happening in our life? So are we able to make that change and really put it into practice in day-to-day life? Could you please reflect on that and see? I think the first step of even to recognize that our focus is more on weakness and problems and not on the strength and improving it, that in itself is a great improvement, no question about it. Now that we really understand that, so what is the next step? Are we focusing on the strength? Are we utilizing the strength to the appropriate levels? Of course, the weakness should not be such a level that it really stops you doing anything. So that is not acceptable. There you have to really focus on weakness and keep that as the kind of a level where it is not stopping you to do whatever you want to do. But the overall, the focus, while we theoretically understand that focusing on strength is going to give a lot more advantage than improving the weakness, what is our real life experience on a day-to-day basis? Could you reflect on that and share what's your experience, please? Yes, Petri.
Ramaji, I have a question which is slightly other aspect of the same question, but still relevant. I have this personal problem. I want you and the experts' advice. When we speak about strength and weakness now, my mind normally works in such a way that I'm easily able to find out other weaknesses. But when I see on myself now, it is always not very good at finding weakness in me to work, not to get depressed or disappointed. But awareness should be able to tell me that this is where you lack something. It is why it is always external, it is not internal. I just want your advice.
Yeah, it's always easy to find others' fault, but finding our own fault, even though, like Shanti ma'am said, we also find our own faults, but it is easy to find others' faults. So that's because our focus is always external, right? So we don't really focus internally. By default, our focus, all our senses, all our 5 senses are designed to focus outside, right? That is basically for survival. All these 5 senses are there for survival. So we have to use other internal focus strength also. That is what we are learning here on how do we focus, how do we meditate, how do we really bring the attention to our control. After that, we can do that internal reflection as well. So that is one part. The other part is that you already know that there are so many weaknesses inside. You are afraid of seeing that. So you are basically, your fear doesn't allow you to really look at it. You know already that it is there, but you don't want to articulate it because you are afraid of seeing so many faults within yourself. So these are the two things I think I can think of. Yes, Kunanji.
And also, Ramaji, I would like to add on to this. What I have realized in my life is because of lack of clarity of my purpose of my existence. So if I'm not clear why I'm existing in this world, what exactly is the outcome or the results I am striving for, then I'll be clueless. Instead of finding on my strength and improving further so that I can accomplish whatsoever desires I have, my attention goes somewhere else in finding faults and doing something which is not productive at all. So clarity of the purpose, complete understanding of the outcome or the results what I'm expecting with respect to my desires will help to further focus on the strength and make it more stronger. That's what I believe, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. So if we understand what's the purpose of our life and what's the priorities in our life, it's relatively easy for us to really focus on that and use our strengths rather than just looking at the day-to-day things or the transactional things that may not allow us to really improve or use the strengths very well. Yeah, finding the purpose and goals of life is very important for us to use the strength. Yes, thank you. Yes, Reddy Garu.
Sir, what I feel is identifying our strength is also more important. Why? Because even in corporate life, we do SWOT analysis. So first is we identify our strength. It's also more important, sir.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. So identifying the strength, using the strength is much more productive and much more effective than identifying the weakness and keep improving on that and then performing. So it is disproportionate.
Yes.
With a fraction of effort, you can use the strength and achieve a lot more than putting a lot of effort on improving on the weakness area and then performing and producing. That's the reality.
Thank you, sir.
But our survival approach always forces us to focus on the weakness rather than strength. Right? So we need to make that shift. I think that is why we are all here, to really learn that. So when Sir says that each one of us are wonderful, magnificent, and extraordinary human being, which is true, right? But are we able to really acknowledge that? Are we able to really find that within ourselves? And what stops us? Identifying our strengths. And how do we find our strengths? Okay, let's focus on that. How do you find your strength?
Appreciating our own successes in life.
Yes. Yeah, acknowledging and appreciating. Yes. But that doesn't happen normally, right? Even though you have a strength, you don't acknowledge and appreciate it. Why?
We think it's granted.
Yeah, one is it is granted. Second, we always compare. Oh, no, compared to my strength, somebody else's strength is much more. Right? So the comparison. That doesn't matter. Somebody else may have similar strength or more strength. That doesn't matter. But for you, that strength is of great value in your context. Right? So that understanding, acknowledging, and appreciating is very important. But the comparison comes into the picture and we really don't do these things and devalue the whole thing. Yes, thank you, Reddy. Yes, Shakti.
Also, try something new. Get out of the comfort zone. Go and try something new. Then we will identify our strength.
Yes, absolutely.
In our bubble zone, we cannot do that.
Yes. When you really go out of your comfort zone, it is easy to identify your strength, because in the new environment, you will automatically demonstrate your strength and do something great. Yes, that's right. Going out of comfort zone is one way of identifying the strength and acknowledging and experiencing. Yes, thank you. Yes, Vetri.
Sir, I just want to further extend from the Sakti said. How to identify strength is going beyond the comfort zone. One point I would like to emphasize is going beyond our own internal dialogues. Like, is it okay? Can we express now what they will think? Like kind of a negative talks or kind of a default talks. If we go beyond, one live such example is our great member Hasina ji was struggling to log in due to some technical thing. She approached Nitiji. Nitiji suddenly expressed like she must join, somebody help. Then I guess Sakti jumped in and helped her. Everybody sent, and finally Hasina ji is able to be inside. So to make this happen, this is the end result. To make this happen, if Nitiji was thinking kind of little bit, it wouldn't have happened. So identifying strength is without the internal negative dialogue, just expressing what you feel at the time. So just thought of adding to it.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a live example that, yeah, she could have kept quiet saying that, yeah, let her try on our own, or why unnecessarily disturb what's going on here or others. But then that's the strength of helping others and making sure that people are all really there. That really came out clearly, yes. So how do we identify the strengths? How do you identify your strength?
Yeah, Abhinav here, good morning.
Good morning, Abhinav.
I think one good idea is to ask others, people in your life, what is my strength?
Exactly.
They will tell you.
Yes.
Very difficult to identify yourself.
Yes.
But and if people ask me what is what is their strong points, or I can tell them.
Yes.
That is the best way.
Right.
Ask everyone except your wife, I guess. Yeah.
Right. So like Vetri said, identifying our own weakness itself is a big challenge, but identifying strength on our own is much more challenging. So one easy way is to ask others. So the other way, what Shakti said, is to push you out of comfort zone. And like Reddy Garu said, the other one is to acknowledge and appreciate the strength when it is demonstrated by you. So what are the other ways?
Which talent brings you the success in your life or in your goals? So that also is identifying the strength, right?
Yes.
We analyze.
Yes. Yeah, you analyze your life, which brought you success. That will give you an idea of what strength did you use to achieve that success or that goal. Yes.
That is, in Kensho Satori, that's what is the result we get. That is.
Yes. So what Mallika ji is saying is that identify your high and low points in your life. So in those instances, what happened and how did you manage your life? That will give you the strength. Yes, Shakti.
No, sir. Nothing. Sorry.
Right. So basically reflecting on our life, on what happened in the past, right, can give us the idea of what are the strengths we have and how we utilized.
Sir, on a lighter note.
Yes, sir.
Like Shakti, always smiling is strength.
Yes.
Ramaji, one more thought to add.
Yes, Vetri.
To really find out the potential of strength, you have to choose the environment also. What kind of environment you are going to be, where you are going to be, who you are going to be. That plays a bigger role when you are in the journey of exploring the strength or operating on strength. Just thought of asking.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So there is some environment given to you, but you also have the power to change the environment, right? If you choose, if you look at the overall stuff and see that this environment is not conducive enough to use your strengths, then it is your responsibility to change the environment or change yourself. Yes, that's absolutely right. We don't need to limit ourselves to look at only internally alone. We can also change the environment. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Okay, so now that we understand this much, can you identify your strengths? Can you write them down? Can you write 5 of your strengths? What are your strengths? So if you are not able to identify 5 strengths, then of course you can use this forum also to ask others. I'm sure they'll be able to tell you. But right now you write whatever you have identified, and it is also a good way of validating with others. Later on to ask others and validate. So note down 5 of your strengths. You may have more, of course, but at least 5. Would anyone like to share what are the strengths you identify?
Can I, sir?
Yes, sir.
First one is I am always positive. And that's my strength.
Yeah.
And I'm straightforward.
Straightforward.
And 3 is I believe in myself. And 4th is I'm open to accept my whatever the defects. If somebody exposed me, I said yes, I'm sorry. I will rectify myself.
Right.
I follow basic ethics in life. These are 5 strengths.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
I want people to respond on this.
Yeah, exactly. So now, yeah, people with whoever, we have been seeing Reddy Garu so much. So based on our observations, we listen to his strengths. Is there anything else you would like to add? What are other strengths which he might not have articulated here?
Sir, can I?
Yes, Reddy.
The greatest strength I see in Reddy Garu is curiosity to learn and improve further. That is, and second greatest strength is sincerity and obedience. Though he's senior to some of our people, he never hesitated to come, sit sincerely, learn things. So tips are always same. It's not a different person goes to different places. When we come here, so same way we saw to life also. So it's the greatest inspiration I have towards Reddy Garu sir, and he's curious to learn and very sincere to whatever he is doing it. Over to you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks, Patrick. Reddy Garu, you may want to note down. Yeah. Yes, yes, Shakti.
It's additional to Vetri sir said, he's so calm and point to the core he will talk. That I love about him. Always he will go and talk about the point. That's his strength.
Yeah,
He
calm
won't go.
and focus on the essential thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Okay, thank you. Yes, Priya.
Sir is very dedicated and he always listens very carefully and understand things to the core and practices them. And I'm very, I really want to be like him. कि मैं सारा चीजें ध्यान से सुनूं समझूं और फिर एक्ट भी करूं. He inspires me a lot.
Right. Thank you, Priya. Yes, Kunanji.
Yeah, thank you. So what I have observed when I am listening, interacting with Shiv Prasad Reddy Garu is he's one of his strengths is he's a courageous man. He has a courage. He doesn't have any inhibition, and he's willing to take action quickly. Because I've observed whenever sir is asking something, he's the first to raise hand. So he doesn't have any inhibition, no fear, nothing to stop. He's an action taker. He's quick in taking action. So I really salute and appreciate this strength, sir.
Absolutely. No, my observation also same that initiative. So his initiative is something really commendable. He really takes the initiative and courageous, not afraid of the things, and more importantly, risk taking. Right. So all these three things are great strengths, Reddy Garu. Like Kunanji said, I also observed all these three things. Yes, Abu Bakr.
Hi, good morning. My observation about Reddy Garu is very simple and ample, and he can spread the happiness with his sweet smile. Thank you.
Simple, humble, happy. Yeah, smile. Yeah.
By his sweet smile, he's always smiling in his face. It can spread the happiness to surrounding people. That the message, that the vibration is energy is spreading by his sweet smile.
Right. Thank you, Abu Bakr. Yes, Vetri.
Sorry to disturb. It is a little bit on a lighter note. Whoever said all good words, they will get 1 kilo Mysore Paku directly from Hyderabad.
Right. Prem Gandhi sir, you want to say something?
I control the 5 things.
Yeah.
First is in Hindi and next I'm talking English. First, calm, krodh, moh, lobh, ankar. Always control. First, calm means bad habits. And krodh means control the anger. Low means greedy. Moh means maximum attachment every person. And ankar control the ego. And the daily control the 5 things. It is my strength.
Great. That's amazing. So that's the kind of, if that is achieved, I think that is the purpose of life is also achieved.
Yeah.
At the maximum
level. A total life control the 5 things. It is my experience life.
Wow. That's really great, sir. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, anybody else would like to add to the strength, what we observed of Prem Gandhi sir? Yes, Nitin.
Okay.
First, I think for Mr. Reddy, I would like to add, I am really impressed with his openness to learn and interact from people who are much younger to him. His level of interaction and the frankness or the equality of interaction clearly shows that he has no age bar bias in him. So that makes it very easy to interact with him, express, share with him, and take away from his sharings also. So I'd like to compliment him for that.
Yes, yes.
Neeti ma'am, I never feel that I'm old.
Yeah, you are always young.
Sir, it is not a question of feeling old. It is a question of feeling equal yourself and making others feel equal. It is a question of equality, not of age or seniority. It's equality that you express.
Right. Yeah. No, it's not only the age. See, you are an industrialist, and many of us are, some menial job. So, but you don't distinguish. You don't really, make any differences based on various aspects in life, whether it is age, status, X, Y, Z. So you don't make that distinction. That's really great observation. Thank you, Neeti. Yeah, so coming back to Prem Gandhiji, I think, all of us have observed him. One of the things is really he's very calm, quiet, and absorbing. He really listens to whatever is being discussed, and he's immersed into what is going on. So that's my observation. That's a strength. Really calm, quiet, and absorbing everything, and being in the situation, and absorbing everything. So that's what I observed, Prem Gandhi sir. Yes, Shakti.
So for Prem, what I have observed always here, whenever the EMC session is going on, he's present mode. He used to keep listening that so intently. Always he will appreciate others. Whoever is doing the best, he will initiate and appreciate. That I love about him.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Anybody else? Anybody else would like to share anything about Prem Gandhiji or your own strength, what you noted down?
Okay, complete, sir. Today's complete my answer.
Yes.
I listed my strength in the chat box during the time when others also express values.
Can you say it?
Yeah, first of all, I love people. And then I'm a problem solver, thinking rationally over any problem. And I can make friendship very easily. I'm very curious enough to know more and more things. Every time I will be very curious, which would be a negative quality for others. They used to say that I'm a childish quality, so that I'm very curious. But yes, that is, I feel that is my strength. Curious enough to know more and more things. And I think almost I listed that is, and also I easily looking for what I learned from my positive or negative experiences. So what is a lesson I learned? So that always I look into my life. These are all the 5 qualities I think about myself. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Mallikaji. Yes, curious, expressive, and participative. So those are some of the strengths I also observed. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, so you can also ask one-on-one. Yeah, yes, Shakti.
Oh, Mallika ma'am, so she always curious to know what's going on. So she will always give a call if something she didn't get it. She will give a call and trying to get it. Always curious.
Yes.
Thank you, Shakti. And you are helpful. That is what I think about your strength. The helping nature to help people.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Abu Bakr. And then Hasinaji.
Yeah, about Mallika ma'am. So, as she explained, it is more than that. In my case, it's like my family friend. If I have any issue in my family, first call goes to Mallika ma'am, and she's whatever the busiest schedule she's having, she will respond immediately. If I have asked for one solution, she will give 10 solutions. So that's kind of people. That's kind of the person, Mallika ma'am, and very honest, very open, and hardworking. Also, she is not thinking I am senior, he is junior, is equal. But Neeti ma'am said, and yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Abdul. Thanks a lot. And I see that you're also curious enough to know more and more things, and you are continuously improving yourself by reading more and more books. And I'm seeing that continuous improvement in your learnings. That's what I could feel. Thank you.
Thank you, Abu Bakr. Thank you, Mallika ji. Yes, Hasinaji.
I have come to 4 points. I am very punctual, and whatever I do, I am perfectionist, and I make friends quite fast, and I'm very helpful. These are the points I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Edgar.
The best thing is Hasina ma'am is brave enough to share with us whatever she is facing in life. Hats up to her.
Thank you.
Exactly, with so much of experience and everything else, she's more like the approach is like childlike, no inhibitions. So that's amazing quality of Hasina ji. Yes, Shakti.
Now, more about Hasina ji is whenever she comes to the forum, we feel happy because she's having that learning tendency, improving herself at any age. That is also there. So, and also very happy when she's start laughing in the laughing session. The happiness within her actually it comes to us also, the way she is. Thank you, Hasina.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Shakti.
Hasina ji is so lovable, so sweet. I observed. Also, she want to make her so positive always. If she doesn't know, she will approach people and trying to get it. That's such a good quality she has. She doesn't have any age bars like, okay, I need to go and ask only these people. She will go and approach anyone, try to make her positive. It's a good quality. Love you, Hasina ji.
Yeah, and she also appreciates wherever she sees something good, she doesn't fail to appreciate. Yeah. Yes, Vetri.
Before Vetri sir, one more thing. I love your laughter session, Hasina ji.
Thank you, Shakti. I just want to add something to Hasina ji's discussion. Hasina ji is a person like kind of an example. Yeah. Subject is very real. Sorry, I'm just missing my words. Consciousness can be raised and transformation is possible. She's an example. Because we have been seeing her sharing from the right beginning, kind of a normal, innocent sharing. She starts with, I can't understand, I don't know this, what you are talking about. She's never hesitate to express, but slowly I'm seeing it, the subject is going inside and she's like, now she speaks equal to any big trainer or a transformer who helps people to influence and transform. And that transformation we can visibly see, and you're a live example of this transformation process, Synergy. And I strongly believe that you have so many things to contribute to our group and also all the people whom you are surrounding with. And personal touch, one thing I would like to share is I always see you and have little bit of desire throwing to the universe, saying that you should be in my close circle, either like an elder sister, if you don't feel aged, if you don't care, I could say even mother. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That was lovely to hear. Thank you.
Actually, she can be like a little daughter also, Vetri.
Then if in this on a lighter note, if I get another baby girl during this vacation, I put Asina's name.
Yes, thank you, Vetri. Yes, Kunanji.
Yeah, on a serious note, what I have learned from Hasina ji is her strength. One of the strength is she is very clear about her internal dialogue of not giving up. So she has the conversation internally and she says that I'm not going to give up. That's very rare strength. Normally we do have the internal conversation and we are not aware of, but she is completely aware of, and she chooses not to give up, and then she speaks out, take action and do something. So that's wonderful strength I have picked up from Hasina ji. So salute to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you,
so
sir.
Thank you, Kunanji. So how about your strengths, Vetri, Kunain, and Shakti? Have you listed down?
मैं तो कमजोर आदमी हूँ। मैं तो बड़ा कमजोर आदमी हूँ।
We have a big list for you. Go ahead.
I leave it for some other day. I also make a big list.
Okay, you made it. Good. So do you want to say it now or?
Well, I'm still exploring actually, but I don't want to share now. So maybe later.
Okay. Yeah. So that's fine. We'll do it sometime later also. Yes, Venkateshji.
No, I'll speak about Kunain. He has got a very powerful voice, like he is like a spiritual leader, like what he says, he says from the heart. And it stays in the mind for a long, long time. And generally even if I don't, yesterday I was traveling and I couldn't join the meeting early, but to his shairi I requested and I joined, because it has become a daily prayer like. And another point I notice is he has something like going spiritual, like he is seeking himself or doing something which is in a higher level, like what we meditate and other things. So I see that thing that he is reducing the gap between man and God, like he is a power in himself. So I wish him all the best and pray. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Great observation.
And Kunal, yes, as Venkatesh sir told, Kunain sir has that powerful voice which attracts first everyone, and also he respects everyone. In his session also, respect each one's views. That is the sign of good leadership. That's what I'm seeing in Kunain sir. And we all love you, Kunain sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Malika ji. Yes,
Let's shift to Vetriji instead of.
Today it's you only, Kunaji. We
No,
will
no,
leave you.
You know, Vetri's the strength. Let me share now. Vetri's the strength is.
Stop, not yet over, right? Ramaji, I get one metaphor, which is Kunaji. It's a positive metaphor only. It says, you all must have seen elephant. There are different versions of elephants. Elephant is strength, powerful. That's what the work we are doing here. It's very strength, powerful. It has got everything. But sometimes, without understanding it, it goes to some people's hand. It goes to every shop to beg for banana money. That is the work we are doing here. We are not realizing. But what Kunain is like an elephant in Puram, Kerala Puram festival. Elephant itself is a gigantic and big figure, and it is been decorated in such a way that it takes the center of attraction. So people see the temple, the god above the main elephant. People love to see that elephant statue, and it's coming, the style and the gold it wearing. The whole attention, the whole crowd is towards that one elephant. I didn't mean you that you are big weight and all, nothing. Don't take it that sense. But one word coming to me about talking to Kunain is like he is an important elephant in Puram festival. He started to express that. I got the opportunity to be with him in Dubai, spend time with him. Ramaji also know it. He can coach it. He's everywhere like this only. He goes, expresses energy, enlightens people, and he's the blessings to so many people. And I'm so happy that you are there in my life, or to others, not to stop, keep going.
The time to close the session, Ramaji.
I want to add one more thing. I could see Vetrivel and Kunain sir both each love other very in the heart, from the heart. So that is why when Vetrivel and Kunain sir talk each other, and when they participate continuously in this session, we all feel happy and fun. And continue this. We all like to see your loving each other. Thank you so much.
Soul brothers.
Soul brothers, yeah, they are all soul brothers. And Vetrivel, I want to say one more about Vetrivel is he tried to bring that humorous in his talk, and it's not trained, but I think it's his inborn nature. His inborn nature is, and his strength also. There is the humorous in his talk. So that really I am hats off you, Vetrivel. And also respect people and love people. So, and the way he talked to me also, we other than this also we used to talk each other. That give me more strength. Thank you, Vetrivel.
Thank you,
Malika.
Yes, Shakti.
Sir Kunain sir, I will also tell a few words about you before you are leaving. What I have observed, he's one of the pillar of our EMC as well as good to great. Always he will go and point to the core, he will always talk. Also, if somebody is going and diverting the topic to something else, he will pull everyone to the topic, do that. Then clarity about his life as well as the topic, whatever. That I love about that. Also, his memory power. I admired, I tried to learn that one. Still, I didn't achieve that. Always he will give summary about that, whatever we have done. That one I have learned now. So thank you so much, sir. Lot of things, sir. Lot of takeaway from you. Thank you so much for inspiring. Directly and indirectly, you are helping me. Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you, Shakti. And of course, there is a lot more to discuss on strengths of various people like Shakti, Vetri, and every one of us here. Probably we'll do it in some other session. So before closing the session, few more questions for your reflection. So we asked the question of what are your strengths? So I would also request you to reflect on these things, right? So how did you use your strengths to help you and others in the past? And what are other strengths you may have, but not used so far? You may have other strengths which you might not have discovered or used so far. Can you identify them as well? So how did you use your strengths to help you and others so far? What are the other strengths you may have but not used so far? How do you currently, as well as how will you in future use your strengths to help you and others, right? So please reflect on these things. Of course, had we had time, we could have explored this further and shared with each other. But
sorry, second question, if you keep it for us, just no.
Yeah, okay. So first one is, what are your strengths, which we have been identifying. Second one is, how did you use your strengths to help you and others in the past so far? The third question is, what are the other strengths you may have but not used or identified so far? The fourth question is, how do you currently use, or how will you use in future your strengths to help you and others? So please reflect on these questions as well. And with that, yes, Kunayan and others, over to you for your shares, and then we'll close the session.
Before go to that answer, shall I say that is the what I observed Rama sir here.
Not today.
One word at least.
Okay, one word, yeah.
Yeah, highly professional and knowledgeable person, and helping the whole world with his knowledge, and making that is the whoever participate in his session are really lucky, and we are all blessed with this with the Ramasan's approach and the knowledge what we are getting from Ramasan sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Kunayanji, please, you are sharing.
Yes, sir. Shairi, I would request someone to translate to, who can translate? Let me request Abu Bakr Siddiqui today to translate. He is doing like this. Now you can, Abu Bakr, you can translate. It's a simple shairi dedicated to all of us. अर्ज किया है कि जीत की खातिर बस जुनून चाहिए, जीत की खातिर बस जुनून चाहिए, जिसमें उबाल हो ऐसा खून चाहिए, जिसमें उबाल हो ऐसा खून चाहिए, ये आसमान भी आएगा जमी पर, ये आसमान भी आएगा जमी पर, बस इरादों में जीत की गूंज चाहिए, बस इरादों में जीत की गूंज चाहिए. This is for all of us.
I'm not good in that much perfect in Hindi. So goon and what is other used that all I don't know the meaning, but understood the summary. For the success, we need that madness, the eagerness to achieve that, and even we can bring the sky to down if we try. That much enthusiasm or determined and dedication we required in our goal to achieve that.
Very good. You got the message. Thank you so much, Abu Bakr. Over to you, sir, Ramasi.
Thank you, Kunayanji and Abu Bakr. Thank you all. Please reflect on all your strengths, the questions we asked. So we'll all meet again tomorrow, 7 o'clock in the morning, India time. Thank you. All the best. use your strengths. Thank you. Bye bye.
Stay safe, stay blessed all. Bye-bye.
God bless everyone.
Great session. Thank you so much. Have a
Thank you,
good
sir.
day.
Thank you all.
Would you like to stay, Ramaji, for a moment?
Yeah,
Let's just stop recording.
yeah, you can stop. Yeah.